Start Poly.Cam on your LiDAR-capable iPhone or iPad. Go to your scans and press the plus button to start a new scan. Be sure to select the floor plan scanning choice. Start in one room and scan the entire interior of the house. Notice how it draws white lines where the walls meet ceilings, where walls meet walls, and where walls meet floors. It will capture doors, windows, and even cabinets and furniture. Now notice how it builds a little 3D model in the lower part of the screen. Keep scanning until the 3D model looks complete. Don't rush it. Go nice and slow so that it captures all of the surfaces. And try to go into every room. Even if you can't go into every room, you can easily add and edit rooms in Kwik Model after you import the scan. After you are done scanning, save the scan, and be sure to take photos of the entire outside of the house so that you can double check the windows.
So after you've finished your scan on your iPad or your phone, you can process it and it will save it to the Poly.Cam library, which you can access online either wherever you are from your laptop or maybe someone back at your office can do it for you. But the point is that it will be saved online and you just find it by going to the date and the time where you made the scan, and there's a picture of it there, and you can go in and look at it and make sure that it looks good. And even if it's not, even if there's a couple things like in this particular scan, I did notice that it missed an entire wall right here for some reason. But that's okay. Once it imports into Kwik Model, it's really super easy. There's very powerful room editing tools that you can use. So what you want to do then is download it, and you want to save it as an OBJ file. That's very important. That's the file that Kwik Model can convert into the Kwik Model rooms. So hit export. Oops, click on that first. Hit export. And depending on your browser, it will show up here. And then you just drag that into your project folder. And then you want to extract it. So you can right click on it and click extract all. And it's doing this on another monitor. And there you go. That's what you want right there, is that OBJ file. Okay. Now open up Kwik Model and then go into the file command. And there's a choice there for load Poly.Cam 3D floor plan. That's exactly what you want. Find that OBJ file, click import, and there you go. Kwik Model converts it into Kwik Model boxes, which are super easy to edit. There's a few little things that you might want to clean up. You can clean up some of the boxes if you want. You can name the boxes if you want. If you see anything that's pink like that, it just means there's some overlapping things, so we can clean those up very easily. Interior doors are totally optional. Remember the wall I mentioned that wasn't there? There it is right there. So it did put that wall in there, which is good. And a few other rooms it didn't quite know what to name. Also, it's got an overlapping room here, so let's just clean that up really quick. This was a dressing room. Let's group these together. This was an office, and this was a hallway going out to the garage. Actually, let's group that with the living room. That's not going to get a register, so we'll group it with the living room. And this was a closet. We'll group it with that bedroom. And so grouping is important because anything that doesn't have a register in it needs to get grouped with another room. And so that's basically what I'm doing here. Anything that says other, it's like this little closet here, we'll group that, make that go away, and that looks pretty good. There's a few extra boxes in here, but those are fine. Don't worry too much about those. A lot of those interior walls will actually go away when you click on the data tab and it processes the rooms. It'll get rid of some of these interior walls that make it look a little chopped up. But one of the things you want to do is now customize it. You want to compare to the photos. You always want to take a bunch of photos of the outside of the house, and you can look around the house and compare windows. And you'll notice on the back of the house here, there were three windows here and three windows of the same size here. So the Poly.Cam scan didn't quite pick that up. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Let's go to the Windows tab and let's get rid of this one. For some reason it's a little small, but they all look like this window here. So I'm going to do Control C and then Control Alt click and then 1, 2, 3. We'll put three of them right there because they all look like the same window from the outside of the house. See, those all look like the same size. And there's a little window down there. There's the garage. Oh, we definitely want to put a garage on there. That's another thing too. Garage does have an impact on the surfaces. So these walls here are adjacent to a garage. So we want to make sure we put a garage there. And the way to do that is just place a big box, call it unconditioned garage. And you'll notice that it's a different color space, a different color box, meaning that it's unconditioned. It doesn't really matter the exact size as long as it's covering the walls that are going to be adjacent to the garage so that those walls get treated correctly. Let's give it name it garage. Okay, and that looks pretty good. It's got a window there, little window there. There was a window there, those three windows, a door. Let's clean up this door a little bit. It also looks like it picked up that there was a slight step up in the slab here. So we can clean that up. If we go to rooms, make sure that it's touching. Now it'll also look for boxes that aren't completely touching. Let's do this real quick, make all floors. Okay. And it just made that slab a little deeper. And that looks pretty good. Notice that it did catch these vaulted ceilings in there, which were actually in the house. We checked that. And so that's important that that gets caught. All right, that all looks pretty good. Let's save the project. There we go. Awesome. Okay, now as I mentioned, when you go into the data tab, it'll get rid of a lot of these weird box walls inside. Let me show you how it does that. So there's all our rooms, and you can see there a lot of those interior walls went away. So it looks a lot cleaner now, and the rooms are all separated nicely. So each room like so. So then you want to designate the bedrooms as bedrooms and the kitchen as a kitchen. Everything else is an other. And then you want to sprinkle some people around. I like to put one in each bedroom and then a couple in the living room, something like that. And office, dressing room. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now we can go in and assign wall types. So it defaulted to 2x4 wood studs with R13. I think that might be a little high for this house. This house was built in the 80s. So it probably actually has R11. So let's change it to R11. Hold down the shift key. I can come all the way down here and shift, and they all turn to 2x4s with R11. Let's go to the ceiling. It defaults to R30. I think that's a little high for this house. It only had about 6 inches of blown-in insulation, probably more like R19. So let's do that. R19 under attic. There we go. The floors were all slab. This house actually had newer vinyl pane windows, so they were all pretty good windows. So I will leave those. They defaulted to vinyl frame windows. That looks pretty good. And that's about it. Now at this point, we just run the load calcs and it will do for you. All right. Hope that worked out for you. Thanks for watching.